See one more fun thing. I don't have a lot of time left, but we have been working on a new plugin at Video Copilot. I'm wondering, do you guys want to see this new plugin? Do you guys really want to see it? Because I don't want to go over. All right. Oh, the time's up? No. All right, so this new plugin is called Nebula 3D. Let me show you what it does. So what I'm going to do is create a new layer, and I'm going to create a new camera, and let's make a new light. I'm going to make a spotlight. Looks good. Now, on this layer, I'm going to add the new effect called Nebula 3D. And right away, we get something that looks like this. And let's check this out. 3D volumetric lighting. So let me just reset this. Here we go. OK, so what can we do with this? Right? We want to be able to visualize our light. And right now, it's like, OK, it's not that impressive. What are we going to do? Maybe I could fake that with just some 2D layers. But what we've added is actual real noise. So we can add noise into the light. We can increase it. We can add turbulence. And it's all three-dimensional. Now, another really cool thing, let's see, we'll turn up the fall off of the light, is what about sort of like light rays? We want to have some light rays in the light. OK. Well, what I'll do is I'll just duplicate this light. Maybe just change the color. And let's say we want to add light rays to just the blue light. So what we've done is created a node-based light editor. So this works right inside the plugin. What we can do is we can see there's that spotlight. It's blue. That's our blue light. We can take this projection effect, drop it on here, and you can see it snaps to the node. And now when we look at the light, we've got some actual light rays, and we can play that back. And it's all three-dimensional, volumetric. We can even do things like turn up the intensity of a specific light or just customize exactly what we have and what we want it to look like. Now, there's a lot you can do with volumetric light. And I have one example that I have set up here that will show it a little bit better. I think this is it. All right, so here I have this like scene of this like creature guy, right? And there's a couple of lights, Element 3D. And what I'm going to do is take this volumetric layer and add Nebula. So now if we pull back here, we can start to see that we have some volumetric lighting. So if we move in here, it looks pretty good. But it seems to be on top of everything. It's not intersecting. It's not interacting. So we have an option under occlusion where we can load up the element layer. And now we're actually getting proper occlusion with all of the depth. So if we look at just the source, he's excited. All right. Here's what the source looks like. And so if you know anything about trying to make a visual effect shot look good, you want to have depth. Sometimes you can add lighting to make it pop out, or sometimes you can put light behind it so that it has a bit of a silhouette. And so using just the native After Effects lights, you can move them around and really get some cool looks. You can even go into the light editor. And again, let's say that purple light, that pink light, we could add the projection effect, maybe even add how about a flicker effect? And turn this up. Let's see. Crank that one up. And let's see what that looks like. So very exciting. I don't know. He's like at a nightclub or something. I don't know what's going on here. He's the last guy on the dance floor. All right. So this is volumetric lights. But wait, there's one more thing. I know I'm taking a long time, but I will be brief. All right. So let's do fast. All right, so we'll add the effect here, Nebula 3D. Now, the atmosphere fog is really cool, but we can also load real volume VDB files. So I can go click on Load File. We'll go over here to some VDBs here, and I have some clouds. And let's see, let's try this guy right here. And I'm going to turn the size down of the volume. And now we have some real volumetric cloud right here, interactive. We can move the lights around. It's not pre-baked. All the shadows, everything is all being calculated. We can even do some cool things like play around with the density and modulate that. Let's see. Let me try to find a different volume, like a more round shape one. It's pretty good. Let's see here. One more time. Let's go to... All right, this is cool right here. So what I'll do actually now is I'm going to create a point light. So we'll just make a point light really quick. Make this orange. And let's put this into the middle of our scene. So I'll just turn off the fog for just a second. Take the light, and let's put it right into the middle of our volume. So now we're getting some really interesting results. And we didn't just stop there, right? We wanted to be able to control the volumes. You wanted to be able to modify them. You're in After Effects. You're in Comp. So we've added a lot of really cool things. So we've added a couple of things like object fields. So if we turn that on, we actually create a Boolean that chops the layer. And if I turn, say, the fall off of the lights, here, let's go to that point light. Turn the fall off down of the lights. You can really do some fun stuff. Maybe even take that orange light, add a flicker. Which is really cool. And yeah, there's a few different shapes that are available there. Now, one other last thing I'll show you is it also works with After Effects layers. So I'm going to use my favorite effect called radio waves. And I'm just going to create, something crazy like that. That's pretty good. And we'll go to our layer field, and we'll load that up. So we'll load the texture. And so now if we look at this, and maybe I'll just add a little bit of blur on that. Let's see. We're modulating the volume data pretty much in real time. I don't know if it can go any faster, but we're going to try. And you can do this with text. You can do this with layers. You can do this with all sorts of really fun things. Now, I guess I wasn't going to show this, but hey, we're here. We're here. We do have a video of some of the things that you can create with it. And hey, let's check it out. So a lot of fun things going on. I had a great time today. Thank you guys all for coming out, and we will see you next time.